I put my dad in the street against a heavyweight.
I've gone back to the dad. I've punched him a few more times.
5 blokes outside my front door. Can you come and help
One
me?
hell of a fucking story, so stay tuned.
This is KUGAN CASSIUS for IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast. Saturday, the 10th of September. I'm joined by the GWOAT, Clarissa Shields. Let's track back to kind of the start of the week, because we've been here all week. Everyone knows today was obviously meant to have been fight day, but in general, I know it's not your first time here, but the magnitude of this fight was so big. Here in the UK, it was historic, an all-female card. There was a certain buzz around this week, and there was a moment for you. And we'll talk about kind of what's next later on. But yeah, how's the week been for you from the start of this week to kind of now?
We flew out here 12 days before the fight. In great shape, had a great camp, great recovery, great food, great diet. Did everything right this camp, like usual, but just making sure we checked all of our dots. I felt really good. I loved the open media workout. You know, I got to show everybody my new guns, show everybody my new legs, because I kind of had been hiding it a little bit because I wanted everybody to know that I took this fight very, very serious. And I may be from America, but I was coming over here to win. I wasn't coming over here like to lay down or to be laid down. So, I think that was the first shock of the whole week, was the first shock of me actually coming to the media workout, showing the new gun, showing off the new body, and everybody like, whoa. I put in some serious work for this camp. Then we had face-offs and we had press conferences, and it was a good week. It's like a fight week. Everything I was doing was just to make sure that I was well prepared for the fight. And felt like I was ready, very ready. And then, you know, even made weight. I was 159.6 pounds. And, yeah, just everything went up in the air. I think everything started being a little shaky, probably like, I don't know, Thursday? Because the queen had passed. So when the queen passed, no one knew really what to expect next. And then we got told that it was for sure going to happen. And then we got told to make weight. And then all of a sudden, weigh-ins was pushed back, and then the fight was canceled. Well, postponed. So that's just me summarizing the whole week. It was a great week. I had a lot of support. I ran into a whole lot of people. People from America flew in, from all over the country to support me. People from Newcastle came to support me. People from London came to support me. Deontay Wilder sent me a video supporting me. I was gonna post it, but can't post it now because the fight is postponed.
I think people that know the history, which has stemmed for so many years between you and Savannah Marshall, have waited for this moment, and you get no more than you and Savannah have waited for this moment, and we're going to get to see it. Obviously, there is a delay because of the difficult week we've had here with, like you said, with Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II passing away. But for yourself, I think you and Michaela and Alycia, you've come here and you've understood the situation, that what's happened, and it's almost a case of this has happened and we kind of have to kind of deal with that and move on, which is what's going to happen, yeah? Is that fair enough?
Yeah, of course. That's what got to happen. You know, they threw a date out there, but it's not like solidified yet. So we have to just go back and forth with that and figure that stuff out. But it's hard for fighters to make weight and then have to come back and make weight again 4 weeks or 5 weeks later. Like that's not easy to do. But I think that we have some very good champions, very experienced champions. I have a very experienced team, and we're prepared to do it. just have to make sure that it really happens 100% this time, because I have MMA in November. So this fight already was so close to that date. So now it's even closer now. So it doesn't really work for me, but I want this fight to happen. And I don't know, it seemed like Savannah Marsh was like, she's kind of happy about it, it seemed like a little bit. I don't know, like I haven't seen like her, I haven't felt her heartbreak about it. Like, it's like, oh yeah, Saved by the Bell again or something. To me, that's the kind of energy that I feel like I've been getting from her. But if it was up to me, I would tell her to pull up to the O2 Arena and we can still just fight in a parking lot or something. Put the gloves on, put the ropes around there, and let's just do it, because she got to get these hands.
Clarissa, I know you two have kind of, you've had your thing over the years, but you know, like, this will be as heartbreaking for you as for Savannah. You both guys.
I don't know how Savannah feels about none. We are two different people. So I don't know I don't know what it feel like to her. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I can't.
From a fighter perspective, and what was on stake this weekend with the whole kind of the women's card, etc. And this moment, especially between you and Savannah, from a fighter perspective, even though you're not going to comment on kind of how she feels personally, but from a fighter perspective, for this fight not to be happening this week, you can maybe see there's similarities between.
Yeah, look.
Yeah?
I mean, yeah. We both are like, so bummed that it didn't happen, because one, I'm tired of hearing about the girl. I'm tired of looking at her. I'm tired of having to keep hearing what she got to say. It's like us as fighters, we want each other to shut up. We want to shut each other up. That's me. Like, the trash talk and everything is fun, but but the most fun part is proving that who's right, who's wrong. So I was ready to do that. Now to have to keep doing more interviews, more training, more dieting, more trash talk is like, I want to just skip all of that and just get to the fight. Hopefully, like they don't force us to have another press conference and have another open media workout. Because I'm like, bro, we've done so many of those already. I think we still had my people. Excuse me.
All right, just a quick cameo here from Miss Baumgardner.
That's me.
How are you, first of all? Because we've just been talking about it with Clarissa. It's been a difficult week for you girls. So how are you?
You know, I woke up on this, ready to beat somebody's ass today, and that didn't happen. So I'm a little on edge. So, on tip this whole weekend, actually.
Yeah, I can agree.
Yeah, I mean, it's we don't know what you girls are feeling, and it's one of these situations that's not really a rare occurrence here, but you've kind of said to Clarissa, you have to kind of deal with it and see what's next. The date's been given. Well, listen, we don't know definitely that that's going to be the date. It's a provisional date they've given. Contracts have got to be signed. A lot has got to happen. But are you happy with having to fight? Not happy, but will you take it that this will happen on the 15th of October as like the next best option?
Yeah, listen, I'm ready to fight. I've been in training mode for a minute, and so I'm ready just to fight. Like, I'm ready to get this show on the road. Like, I'm undisputed at 130, like I said. So this can happen this year if we get the show on the road.
So you're both here till Monday. Are you going to go and do some tourist things and tea and crumpets and all that?
I'm not a touristy person. I'm actually going to the gym tomorrow. My best friend is getting ready for her title fight against Terry Harper, so I'm going to go there and just watch them spar and kind of fold my arms and pout my lip. Like, I'm supposed to be doing that.
Let me know how that goes through that sparring session. I'm pretty curious to see that Terry went to 54 and she's fighting Hannah Rakin, because Hannah Rakin can hit, can't she?
Yeah, girl.
I'm telling you. So Terry stepped up at 54, and when I fought her at 30, I got to see that.
It's different.
It's different.
It's different. I mean, look, I respect y'all smaller girls, because one, y'all have to be in super good shape, but it's different when you have that size. And anybody having to fight, like, we got to cut down to get to our weight classes. So when it's like you coming up, it's like, yeah, you don't have to starve or you don't have to do like the weight cut, but it's like you still have to deal with like me laying on you.
Yeah, no, that's a lot of work. Like,
Yeah, you know what I'm
getting
saying?
laid
What's
on,
up,
the
bro?
weight, extra weight, all that. So,
Crazy.
no, I feel it.
Yeah, it's different. So I think that me and Rankin have put in some rounds, and she has gotten so much better that I give credit where it's due. Like, yeah, we fought. I won unanimously, but she was like, you know what? She took that and she twisted it around, and like she really came back a different animal. Because when we sparred up in Florida, I think our first time, she was like, I got some stuff to show you. And I was like, okay, I see you. So she's gotten a lot better and a lot stronger too.
It's interesting. Obviously, that fight's in literally a couple of weeks' time. And yourself, obviously, that fight we were talking about before in Kansas City, the great place of Kansas, a few years ago. And for yourself as well, having the win over Terry. I mean, it's a great fight between the two of them. And it's really nice to hear, actually, that you, since then, you're referring to Hannah as kind of a best friend, and you two have become kind of close in that time as well, which is really nice to hear.
Yeah, of course. She's a good person. She's a good person.
Okay, well, look, whatever you were doing, you can go back and do, Alycia.
I'm about to go eat, something I can do. So I'm going to go enjoy me some food.
We're cool about the video titles and all that, yeah?
I mean, like, you was just funny with that one, though. I was just really thinking about that today. I'm like, you know what? They would put that, so I'm not even surprised.
But we're cool about that. It was obviously my team.
It wasn't.
It was my team.
Confirmed it though. You gave him the green light.
What do you
Girl,
do?
go look at the video me and him did yesterday and see what the caption, what the clickbait caption is.
I have to go see this because, girl, you can say 100 good things, but they gonna take that one good line and take that
That's
one
what
line and be like,
that's what I'm
whoa.
talking about. Go look at it.
makes
Let
us
me
look
pull it
so
up right
bad,
now.
though,
No, don't. Can we not do this? Alycia, can we not do this?
Why would you do that? Now I gotta explain what I meant because now
Oh,
y'all
I
done.
seen it when it's about eating the
Eat your
ass.
See, she found it funny.
I seen it
No.
too. But
So when I seen it, I just wasn't in the mood yesterday. I'm like, I'm not watching this. I don't know why he done put talking about like
I said, what? No, come on now. Now I gotta explain that for the people who don't understand
because they
culture
want to
talk.
sexualize everything about
Oh,
women.
they do. That's what you
Because
men
they would love
to
to
do.
see us like try to get at each other, and you know what they like.
Yeah.
So
Typical
yeah.
men.
Mm-hmm.
I did give you the option of removing and changing the headline. Can you just confirm that?
Yeah, change it.
I did say I would change it for you.
Yeah, change it for her.
So do it. Actions speak
I
louder
said it.
than words.
I asked you yesterday, Alycia.
I know you did.
yeah, so change
But now
it.
that I thought about it today, I said he still kept it up, so he don't care.
No, if you told me to have done it, I would have done it straight away.
Listen,
change it.
change
Listen, I'm telling you, change it.
I'll change it. As soon as this is done, I'll change
We
it.
got an
Fucking-
image to uphold, and we can't be out here people thinking that we eating booty.
it. Yeah, exactly. They're going on YouTube talking about eat your click. You want that view? Eat your what?
Right, like, no, that-
Apologies,
That's not a good look.
I'll make sure the team gets us talking to later on after this interview. But thank you, and listen, hopefully we'll see you back in October, because I hope it's the same, exactly the same card, including the undercard. Everyone's the same. Which is important as well, because there's 7 or 8 different other fights which they've been affected as well. I know it's not kind of on the scale of you girls' fights, but they're doing their
I
thing
don't
as
think
well.
nobody feel it worse as me, bro. I promise you. I'm like, I am holding in
Clarissa's
tears.
been waiting for this moment for a very long time, so I can only imagine. And just to be an inch of like fighting somebody you don't care for, and you want to just claim what you've been claiming. Listen, I
think
feel it.
I'm hurt. I'm just like, oh my God, I just want to cover my face. Everybody like, how do you feel? Like, oh, I feel great, thanks. No, but I just feel like my heart got just broke, like, and it hurt though, because y'all seen the new body when I came to the media
Body
workout.
with the one piece.
Like, girl, I got muscles coming out my neck.
Okay.
Like, on my
Body
back.
with the one piece. Okay. I was like, not the one piece. So she was coming.
I thought she was coming with the one piece because, you know, she be dressing when she be having
Listen,
her
I
little
wanted to
workout.
show my abs off. I'm like, these abs looking too nice. I gotta show them.
That was my only problem with my outfit. I'm like, my abs is not showing, but you know what? Yeah. I told them that I was gonna have the muscles coming out my neck, and they gonna see them today.
Can I ask you one question before you go?
Yeah,
Yes.
one question.
Thank you, Alycia.
You're welcome.
Much appreciated. Alycia, little bit of back and forth between yourself and Michaela yesterday regarding weight and then financial elements, which were brought up on Michaela side. So just a reaction to yesterday's little two-way tweet. Yeah.
Listen, this is typical Michaela Mayer behavior. You know, her type just be talking just to talk. I already told you, she's just loose at the lips. So at this point, she's coming with an emotional response. So it is what it is. At the end of the day, the hands do the talking, and I cannot wait to really put this work on her. So.
We look forward to it. Alycia, thank you very much. We'll let you go and eat. I've just... Right, nice cameo from Alycia Baumgardner there.
Michaela, beef is between them. I don't get in the middle of it.
I know, I've noticed you're kind of, you're not, yeah. Just to kind of finish off, Clarissa, obviously, you said it was a good week. We've had like a difficult end to the week, but it's a case of kind of now just moving on. Hopefully that date is set in stone and everything's done for that. But yeah, just a quick question for you regarding how do you kind of now taper between now where your fight days today and then now it's been moved to 5 weeks? How does that work in terms of your training and peaking?
You know what, you wouldn't believe it, but that's totally up to my team. So they look at me mentally and they look at me physically, and they look at me spiritually, and they say, okay, hey, this is what we think you should do. Coach GT and Coach John map out the plan for me, and they just tell me where we go from there. Like, they can tell if I need a break. They can tell if I need to just jump back in the train. Like, they can tell that kind of stuff. I don't burden myself with that, because it's like, me as a fighter, I can always just push through, you know, or not really acknowledge how I feel or acknowledge the whole mental health thing. So I give that job to them, and I let them be completely honest with me and let me know, like, they're like, hey, champ, today you seem a little down. There's something going on. Do you need to talk? Or, hey, champ, you know, do you need something? Do you need more help? Today you seem tired. Are you sleeping? Like, I let them basically evaluate me, kind of, and they let me know, and I just speak my truth to them, and they figure it out for me. So I'm not even, they're going to let me know. Everybody see, like, I'm a little down right now, you know, a little disappointed, but they're going to let me know, like, what they think I should do. And I always just listen, because I feel like, as far as in boxing, they know me better than I know myself sometimes, especially Coach GT. Like, that's my boxing coach, but that's like my best friend also. And I talked to him about everything. And Coach John also was the second ear, you know, just to, like, I don't only have, you know, boxing stuff going on. Like, I have life stuff going on, like life. So when you have life stuff going on and you training, like, you have to have some kind of help. Yeah.
Okay, Clarissa, thank you very much for doing this. Much appreciated. It's good to talk to you, obviously, before you make your way back home. One of the moments from the week as well we forgot to address was your impersonation of Savannah Marshall, which was very surprisingly fucking nailed on. It was like, oh my God, I think even Savannah and Peter found that kind of good, yeah.
You know what? When Savannah Marshall came up to the ring after I beat Emma Cozen, and she said that it's really my younger sister, Brianna, fault. Brianna called me for a week straight, and every time I answered the phone, she would say that line, and she would say it just like Savannah Marshall. Like, I think her accent is better than mine. Like, she called me for a week. It'd be 12 o'clock at night. I answer the phone, I'm asleep. I'm like, hello. She like, if you fight that way against me, I'm gonna wipe the floor with you. Like my sister called me for a whole week and did that. So it got on my nerves so bad to where I blocked her. I blocked her for a minute, and then I unblocked her, of course. But I think just hearing her say it and me thinking she sounds so much like her, like, this is not right. So I think that kind of helped me get hers down, because I have some more stuff that Marshall has said. Like, she's like, you're a bully. I'm like, I'm not a bully. Like, you're a bully. That's another one I'm working on. But, I mean, if you ask me, Marshall doesn't have a UK accent. She has like a, what do you call it, Cockney?
No, I talk Cockney. This is Cockney, the nearest thing you will hear to a Cockney. But Marshall's accent is not a Cockney. Cockney is London-based, and she's obviously further up the country.
I don't really understand much of what she says most of the time. that's what has made this whole lead up so much fun too. Like she says a lot of stuff, and I'm just sitting there like, what? It's like if I don't know what she said to about like 2 weeks later if I rewatch a clip or something or somebody sent it to me, but I haven't known half the stuff that she said.
Well, between your both accents, I know she does an accent of you, but it's harder to nail Marshall's accent. It's not easy. It is easier to nail your accent, to be honest with you, because
I thought hers was pretty funny though. Yeah. Where you go mess with that? That was funny. I was like, oh, she must hate that line. I'm gonna keep saying it. Where you go mess with that? That was funny.
Clarissa, again, appreciate your time. I'll let you crack on with your day here in London for the next couple of days before you go home. Is there anything else you want to say before we finish?
Just thank you to everybody who came out to support me, all the UK fans, all the American fans, just everybody from across the world that flew here. I'm sorry about the cancellation. If it was in my power, the show will go on, but it's not. And I think that everyone should just be respectful to the Queen, be respectful to the UK, and just tune in October 15th. And everybody that came, come again, because it's going to be bigger this time.
It's definitely going to be bigger. The anticipation around it is going to only add to it. So, yeah, safe travels back home. And then when you return back here, hopefully in a month's time, we'll catch up again.
Okay.
Thank you, mate.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, I put my dad in the street against a heavyweight.
I've gone back to the dad. I've punched him a few more
There's
times.
5 blokes outside my front door. You coming in?
One hell of a fucking story, so stay tuned.